As we have spent enough time in understanding our data, now it is time for us to see how to process this data using Pandas. We will also see how to process this data using Polars and PySpark at a later point in time, but now we will use Pandas. Keep in mind, unlike before, when it comes to processing this larger dataset, we will be using the same notebook for Pandas, Polars, and PySpark. The notebook name is nothing but comparison.ipynb. First, you need to make sure your notebook is integrated with the right kernel. In this case, I have already integrated with the right kernel. Then we have to import pandas as PD. When it comes to our folder, there are 120 files. When it comes to pandas, you cannot pass the path of the folder and process the data. For that reason, we have to process one file at a time. So I have created a folder base_dir which says car sales data, which is relative path with respect to this notebook. And then I'm importing a module called as glob. Glob is part of core Python library only. It is a module which will facilitate you to navigate through file system using patterns. So in this case, glob of base.dir, star.csv will give all the CSV files that are there in the base directory. You can run it and you can see the results. Now we have to go through each of these files if you wanted to use pandas and process. Just to get total number of records in the files, you have to do this. You have to initialize a global variable. Let me name it as total_records. I also need to update here as well as here. First, you have to initialize a global variable called as total_records with 0. And then you have to iterate through all the files returned by glob.glob with the path of our CSV files. As we have 120 files, in each iteration it will pick one file and then it will read that file into car_sales, which is nothing but data frame. Then car_sales.shape will give number of records and also number of columns. Of 0 will give us the number of records. We are adding these number of records to total_records in each iteration. So by the end of 120th file, total_records will have the total count. Now let me run this. It will take a bit of time because it has to process 1.5 GB of data, which is spread across 120 files. It will take close to 14 to 15 seconds if I am not wrong. And then you should be able to see the total count. It took 13 seconds. And you should be able to see the total count. The total count is nothing but 12,899,990 records. But when we use WC-L, we got more than these because headers are also counted there. Here, headers are not counted. That is why you see a difference between WC-L result and the total_records here. Now, the next problem statement is nothing but getting count by state. With pandas, it is quite complicated because we have to process one file at a time. After processing each file, we need to get interim count by state. Once you get interim count by state, using the interim count by state, again you have to group by state and then sum of those interim counts. That's how you have to come up with logic using pandas. First, I am initializing empty data frame. To begin with, sales_count_by_state_interim is nothing but empty data frame. This is how you should be able to initialize an empty data frame. The empty data frame contains two columns, state and sale count. As seen earlier, this piece of code will return list of file names. The count is nothing but 120. This for loop will iterate 120 times. In each iteration, we are creating a data frame for each file, and then using that data frame, we are getting sale count by state. And then sale count by state is nothing but data frame. We are concatenating that data frame to sales count by state interim in each iteration. As we have 120 files, by the end of this for loop, whatever is sale count by state in each of the files, it will have 120 times of that number. Now let's run this. Again, it took 13.8 seconds. Keep in mind here it have processed one file at a time and then it have generated a data frame by name sales count by state interim. Let's review the results here. You can see it have returned 1200 rows and 2 columns. Because we have 120 files, it have returned 1200 rows, which means in each of the files we have 10 states data approximately. Now, using this interim sales count by state interim data frame, we should be able to group by state, and then we can aggregate using ag function by applying sum on sale count. This will give us sales count by state, and then we should be able to sort the data in descending order like this. You can see data is related to 10 states. The higher number of transactions happened in Texas, followed by North Carolina, so on and so forth. This is how you should be able to use Pandas to process data. Very complicated and time consuming. Now let's see how this can be taken care of using polars followed by PySpark. Before moving on, let's review how long it took to get total number of records and also how long it took to get sales count by state. When it comes to getting total number of records, it took 13.4 seconds. When it comes to getting sales count by state, it took 13.8 seconds plus few milliseconds, in total under 14 seconds. So in both of the cases, it took time anywhere between 13.4 seconds to 14 seconds. Now let's see how long it will take using polars and then followed by PySpark.